Do you see here? Hi guys and gals. Yes, geocaching. In the middle of the woods. And as you can see, there's actually, it's partially a marsh here because you can look at the vegetation. Over there's a river. I'll be walking along it to go back. I've been walking about a mile to get here from where the car is. It's 7:45 in the morning. And I want to show you the cache. So, you see the owl up there? So I have loosened the string behind me, and now the idea is to make the owl, to knock down the owl. Well, I have my walking stick because otherwise you would have to take something. So if you, like a stone or whatever, you knock the owl down. Okay. You see the owl's down. Then if you follow this tubing, there's the cache. So that's pretty cool. I like those gadget caches. And by the way, if Irene Tweetness is watching this, this is the same people that made the Johnny Cash cache. They like these gadget caches. So it's really cool. I mean, it's fun. Yeah, I'm in the middle of nowhere. We can hear a tractor far off because there's a few farms. Like I say, there's the river over there, but noise carries a long way. So I'll be with you in a bit. We'll be walking along the river. Take care. Bye-bye. Well, DC here. I'm back again. I tried to do another cache, but I think somebody tampered with it. So I'm going to have to call the owner because part of the things that he said were supposed to be there but there was supposed to be a box to help you take it apart, and that was gone. So anyway, I will contact the owner. I'm just looking over there. I saw something. No, it wasn't a Sasquatch. I guess it was just a bird. So we're walking along the riverside. You can see the riverbeds down there with the stones and everything. It's not actually, well, it is flowing a bit. Yeah, it is really. So if we walk along here, you see it's quite a nice path actually, with the river alongside. Don't always see the river because actually it's pretty well a straight down. So I don't really want to go that way. But this path goes many kilometers along the river side, and it's a great place for walking. I mean, you don't have to be a geocacher to appreciate this. But once again, would I have gone to that cache and walked along here? Maybe, but the chances that I'd have done it in the near future is pretty nil, actually. So now, you know, walking along, you can hear the water. There must be a little, can I see anything here? It sounds like if there's like a mini waterfall or something, because it's just too loud. Well, can we see anything? All we can see over there is, far off, is the stone bank. But it clearly sounds like a waterfall of some type. Because, I mean, there are little brooks that go into this river. It's quite small here, the river, because it's one of these rivers that does come from the mountain and goes through our hometown. But once it gets here, it's going to join another river, and then they go over and keep on going, and eventually they will end up in the Ara, which goes all the way towards direction the Rhine River, and then with the Rhine all the way to the ocean towards Amsterdam and that part of the world. Yeah. So anyway, maybe I should watch where I'm walking. But the path, as you can see, it's really nice. Few mosquitoes, yeah, they're part of the pleasure. There might be ticks, but I've stuffed my trousers into my socks and I'll be checking myself when I get to the car, because I forgot to put the anti-tick stuff on. But there's not actually that many. Where I was, there could have been where the cache was, because there was these kind of grassy leaving things. But here in the trail, it should be pretty good. You see, we don't hear that water anymore, so it must have been some type of brook that was falling in. Because really, the river is really nice, but it's quite calm overall. I mean, spring has passed. We've had a dry spell between, well, yes and no. We've had sometimes a lot of rain, but the last week and a half has been a dry spell, so you can tell that there's not that much water right now in the river. Okay, so bringing you still for that walk. So there's farms a little bit over there somewhere. You can kind of see, I'm not that well. You have to be careful. You think that there's an opening over there, but there probably isn't. I'd have to look on the map. But from what I saw, this little bit, I was quite in the woods. Let me see. Pull out my geocaching application and just see. It'd be the easiest way, wouldn't it? Oh, almost no signal, so the map's not going to come up. Well, that's great. Oh well, I can't show you, but I know that it's kind of like between the river and farmland, but the farmland's a little ways over there. So this part that we're in is rather thick brush, but you know, it's not a really worrying walk here. I've been in some very more, I'm going to say, lost and God-forsaken places than this. Yeah, can you see there's the waterbed over there, and there's the stones. There's other people on the other side that are walking. We can hear them, can hear their voices. Okay, so all of you who like walking in the woods, this would be a really cool place, because the view is nice and it's flat. There's really not much as far as stumps go either to, you know, fall on or whatever. So it's really nice. Yeah, so put that all together and that'll be a little Saturday morning vlog. Why I'm out early like this is I went and brought Mrs. DC to work. She works at 7 in the morning, so I was able to leave. I brought her over actually to keep the car, and came home, grabbed my gear, and just came geocaching. Okay, here we hear more water. Can we see anything? So definitely here, the gorge, yeah, it's deeper. Coming up to, oh okay, we're coming up to that separation. I gotta go on that bridge here. Oh well, that's why. Yeah, of course. There's the little bridge here. There's a brook that goes into, yeah, that's the water we're hearing. So this brook is coming off of other places in the mountain, and it's giving a waterfall. We could follow it just a little bit further, but we can't. It's flowing into the gorge. So it must be a nice little waterfall. From the other side of the river, you can probably see this waterfall, which would be pretty cool. Yeah. Well, like I say, today I wanted to travel light. I still can't. Yeah. You can just kind of see it where it flows down. It doesn't actually fall so much. It seems to go down a low hill, but I mean, nevertheless, the gorge is down there, so it's going to fall somehow. Yeah, so was I saying something else? I guess not. I guess I'll say goodbye. DC signing off, everybody. Take care from the woods. in La Saint-Gin. La Saint-Gin, actually Sensital in German. That's where I am right now. Okay, bye-bye. Well, I'm back just for a quick show and tell. So I found a bridge where I can get on the river, and as I was saying, it's really quite narrow here. It is surprisingly narrow. Over there, that's kind of cool. It's like a little bay within the river, but I mean, you have to be careful. This river is known for its flash floods. So if you're swimming, even depending on the time of year, usually people aren't swimming in spring, I suppose, but there are flash floods here. So one has to be careful. Okay, I'm really signing off now. Bye-bye.